Every meaningful change begins with a moment of clarity, a point where you realize enough is enough. For far too long, being overly nice has been mistaken for a virtue. However, in reality, it often turns into a burden that suppresses your true potential. Niceness, when left unchecked, can lead to a life of constant compromise, where your dreams, ambitions, and values take a backseat in order to please others. The world isn't kind to those who constantly put themselves last. In 2025, it's time to reclaim your strength, your confidence, and your boundaries. The harsh truth is that the world respects those who respect themselves. When you are excessively nice, you unknowingly train others to undervalue your time, energy, and worth. You become the person who is always available, endlessly agreeable, and perpetually willing to go the extra mile for others. But how often is that kindness genuinely returned? Rarely. This cycle of self-sacrifice does not make you a hero, it renders you invisible. People begin to assume your kindness is an obligation, not a choice. Being overly nice often stems from a fear of rejection. You avoid upsetting anyone, fear being labeled as difficult, and don't want to jeopardize relationships. Yet here's the reality: this fear of rejection traps you in a cage built from others' expectations. You give up your authenticity for approval. But ask yourself, is their approval worth losing your peace of mind? Is their momentary satisfaction worth the long-term toll it takes on your soul? True strength lies in balance. It's not about abandoning kindness altogether, it's about pairing it with courage and self-respect. It's about recognizing that your time is valuable, your energy is precious, and your voice matters. When you start setting boundaries, you'll face resistance. Those who have benefited from your constant niceness may push back, calling you selfish, rude, or ungrateful. But their reaction doesn't define your character. It reflects their entitlement. And think of it this way: every time you say yes to something you don't genuinely want to do, you're saying no to yourself. You're saying no to your ambitions, your growth, and your happiness. Life is too short to live by the expectations of others. In 2025, it's time to put yourself first, unapologetically. This doesn't mean you stop helping others, it means you help others without neglecting yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. Niceness, when overdone, is like giving away pieces of yourself until there's nothing left. You become a shadow of who you once were, exhausted and unfulfilled. The empowering truth is that you have the ability to break this cycle. You can say no, walk away, and prioritize your needs without guilt. This year, make a promise to yourself. You will be kind, but not at the expense of your well-being. Use your kindness as a strength, not a weakness. Be compassionate yet firm. Be understanding but not naive. Be generous without sacrificing your peace. This is your life, and no one else is responsible for guarding your energy but you. If you don't stand up for yourself, who will? Stop worrying about being liked by everyone. The reality is that no matter how nice you are, there will always be people who criticize, misunderstand, or take advantage of you. Why waste your time trying to win them over? Focus instead on earning your own respect. Build a life that fulfills you, not one that is designed to please everyone else. When you're too nice, you attract manipulators. They sense your fear of conflict and use it against you. They know you'll go out of your way to avoid upsetting them, even if it means sacrificing your own needs. But 2025 is the year you free yourself from this trap. This is the year you stand firm and refuse to be exploited. Being assertive doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a strong one. It shows that you value yourself enough to demand respect. And when you demand respect, you inspire others to treat you differently. You teach them that your kindness is not weakness, but a deliberate choice. You show them that you are not a doormat, but a force to be reckoned with. Don't confuse being nice with being valuable. Your worth doesn't come from how much you do for others or how agreeable you are. Your value comes from your character, your skills, and your integrity. Being overly nice often hides these qualities, making people focus only on your compliance rather than your brilliance. In 2025, let your true value shine unapologetically. Setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's essential. It's a way of telling the world, I matter too. It's a declaration of self-worth. Boundaries protect your time and energy, allowing you to show up as your best self. You can't give your best to others if you're constantly drained, resentful, and overextended. Boundaries are the ultimate form of self-care. This year, make a vow to yourself, you will not let guilt dictate your decisions. Guilt is a powerful tool that others use to control you, but it only works if you let it. When you feel guilty for saying no, remind yourself why you're doing it. You're not rejecting them, you're choosing yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. 2025 is your year to evolve. Step out of the shadows of niceness and into the light of self-respect. This transformation won't be easy, but it will be worth it. You'll lose some relationships, but the ones that truly matter will stay. You'll face criticism, but you'll grow stronger. Most importantly, you'll finally live a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. By choosing to stop being overly nice, you're choosing freedom. Freedom from others' expectations, freedom from manipulation, and freedom from the endless cycle of sacrifice. This is your time to rise, reclaim your power, and show the world what you're truly capable of. When you decide to stop being excessively nice, you'll notice a profound shift in your life. You'll feel lighter, freer, and more in control. The weight of constantly pleasing others will lift. For the first time, you'll focus on what truly matters to you. It's an exhilarating feeling to say no without explanations, decline invitations without guilt, and stand firm in your choices without fearing backlash. This is the power of reclaiming your boundaries. Imagine what your life could look like if you stopped saying yes out of obligation. Think about the time and energy you'd save for your passions, your goals, and your personal growth. Being too nice often distracts you from your purpose. You become so focused on others' needs that you lose sight of your own. In 2025, it's time to rewrite the story. Focus on your mission, your dreams, and your legacy. The world doesn't need more overly nice people, it needs more authentic people. Authenticity carries risks. Not everyone will support your transformation. Some may accuse you of changing or becoming distant. Let them. Their opinions are not your responsibility. True friends will understand and support your choices. The rest will either adapt or drift away, and that's okay. Growth often requires letting go. The fear of loneliness often holds people back from setting boundaries. But being surrounded by those who only value your compliance is far lonelier than being alone. When you value yourself, you attract relationships built on mutual respect and understanding. You no longer feel the need to bend over backward to keep people in your life. Instead, you welcome those who see your worth without conditions. In 2025, redefine what kindness means to you. True kindness is about compassion without compromising integrity. It's about giving from a place of abundance, not obligation. It's about helping others while also honoring your own needs. Kindness should feel empowering, not draining. Let go of the belief that you need to be perfect to be loved. Over niceness often stems from a deep fear of inadequacy. You overextend yourself, trying to prove your worth. But you are enough just as you are. The right people will love you for who you are, not for what you can do for them. The path to self-respect is not easy. You'll doubt yourself and face challenges. But every step forward will make you stronger. Every no you say will reinforce your boundaries. Every choice made for yourself will build your confidence. This journey isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Stop apologizing for being yourself. Speak with conviction. Own your words and your actions. You don't need to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. In 2025, practice being unapologetically you. Your worth isn't tied to how much you give. It's inherent. Believe in it, own it, and demand respect for it. Embrace conflict when necessary. Avoiding confrontation doesn't solve problems, it prolongs them. Addressing issues directly and honestly brings real peace. This year, stop chasing universal approval. Focus on earning your own respect and living a life that aligns with your truth. Listen to your intuition, it's your greatest ally. Trust it to guide you away from situations that don't serve you. When you stop being overly nice, you open the door to healthier relationships. You set a standard for how you deserve to be treated. Respect yourself, and others will follow suit. Make every decision in 2025 reflect your values and priorities, not someone else's. This is your journey, your story, and your legacy. Take control of your narrative and live authentically. This is your year to embrace your true potential. It's time to stop hiding behind excessive niceness and begin living boldly. Speak your mind, establish boundaries, and demand the respect you deserve. The world doesn't need you to be flawless, it needs you to be authentic. In 2025, let go of fear, guilt, and self-doubt. Step into your true self and show the world the incredible individual you were always meant to be. This year, take control of your life and stop letting the expectations of others dictate your happiness. Being overly nice often means sacrificing your ambitions and desires to meet the needs of others. The truth is, you can't reach your full potential if you constantly put others ahead of yourself. You need to create space for your own passions, your goals, and the things that will propel you toward your purpose. Stop waiting for approval to live your life the way you want. There will always be people who take advantage of your kindness. They'll ask for help, lean on you, and expect you to drop everything for them. Yet they won't hesitate to move on when they need to focus on themselves. Often, your niceness is taken for granted by those who only see what they can gain, not what they can offer in return. It's time to stop enabling such behavior. In 2025, make it a goal to start saying no. You'll be amazed at how your life transforms. The more you say no, the more you'll realize how much of your time and energy was wasted. It's like breaking free from a constant cycle of obligation and guilt. Saying no isn't selfish, it's an act of self-care. By saying no to things that don't align with your values or aspirations, you're actually saying yes to your growth. Saying no creates room for the things that truly matter. The things that align with the life you want to build, not the one others expect of you. It's easy to confuse being nice with being loved. But genuine love, whether from friends, family, or partners, comes from mutual respect, not endless sacrifice. When you stretch yourself thin in the name of kindness, you might think you're showing love, but you're actually showing weakness. Love should be balanced, not one-sided. If someone only values you for what you can give them, it's time to rethink that relationship. Stop putting other people's emotions ahead of your own. Being overly nice often means walking on eggshells, trying to appease everyone and maintain peace. But real peace isn't built on dishonesty or endless compromises. True peace comes from being honest, setting firm boundaries, and understanding that your value isn't tied to how much you can do for others. In 2025, protect your inner peace rather than sacrificing it for someone else's comfort. You don't need to justify your decisions to anyone. Being too nice often involves lengthy explanations and unnecessary apologies for every no you utter. Your energy and time are yours to protect, and you don't owe anyone an explanation for prioritizing yourself. Stop looking for approval for your choices. Trust your instincts and stand firm in what you decide. You know what's best for you, and that's what matters most. Practice saying no without guilt. The next time someone asks for something you're unwilling to do, resist the urge to agree just to avoid confrontation. You have every right to say no, and you don't need to apologize for it. Saying no doesn't mean you're unkind or rude. It simply means you're choosing what's right for your well-being. Each time you say no, you're saying yes to your personal growth and happiness. Being too nice can often lead to people walking all over you. Staying silent and going along with things may seem like the easiest way to avoid conflict. But this passive approach only hurts you in the end. It diminishes your voice, your confidence, and your sense of self. In 2025, commit to standing up for yourself. Speak your mind, assert your boundaries, and remember that your voice is valuable. The most successful people aren't those who try to please everyone. They're the ones who have the courage to say no, to set limits, and to put their own goals first. You don't have to give up your ambitions to make others happy. In fact, the more you focus on your personal growth, the more meaningful your contributions to others will be. Don't apologize for prioritizing yourself. Society often tries to convince us that taking care of ourselves is selfish. But the truth is far from that. If you don't take care of your needs, you won't be able to care for others effectively. You can't pour from an empty cup. In 2025, dedicate time to yourself. Set firm boundaries and prioritize your own well-being. If you continue saying yes to everyone, people will keep taking more than you're willing to give. When you're overly nice, people start seeing you as a resource to exploit rather than as an individual with your own needs. You become the go-to person for help, but when it's your turn to ask for support, you're often left alone. In 2025, show others that you are not someone to be taken advantage of, but a person with boundaries and value. Kindness doesn't mean being a pushover. True kindness comes from strength. It's about helping others when you can, but not at the expense of your own well-being. The world needs individuals who respect themselves enough to say no when necessary. In 2025, be the person who values their time and energy and stands up for themselves. People may resist your new boundaries. They may try to make you feel guilty or manipulate you into reverting to old habits. But remember, this is your life, not theirs. They don't get to dictate your happiness or control your choices. Don't let fear or guilt hold you back from creating the life you deserve. In 2025, let your actions speak louder than your words. Being too nice often involves over-explaining, over-apologizing, or constantly trying to justify yourself. But actions are the true indicators of who you are. Show your strength and self-respect through your decisions and boundaries. Talk less. Act more and watch your life transform. Surround yourself with people who value you for who you are, not for what you can do for them. If you're constantly giving without receiving anything in return, you're enabling toxic relationships. In 2025, assess the people in your life. Do they respect your boundaries? Do they lift you up or drain you? Prioritize relationships that empower you and distance yourself from those that don't. Your happiness is your responsibility. Being overly nice often means allowing other people's opinions or moods to affect your state of mind. Stop giving others that kind of power. In 2025, take ownership of your emotions and create your happiness. Being too nice is often a masked way to avoid confrontation, asserting your needs, or standing up for yourself. But masks are stifling. They prevent you from living authentically. In 2025, remove the mask and reveal the real you, the person worthy of respect, love, and success without needing to compromise who they are. You won't change the world by pleasing everyone. The world needs bold, authentic, and courageous individuals. It needs people who speak their truth, even if it makes others uncomfortable. Stop trying to fit into someone else's mold and embrace your uniqueness. Stop settling for less than you deserve. Being too nice often means accepting mediocrity in relationships, careers, and life. Raise your standards and demand the best for yourself. The people who truly love and respect you will support your transformation. Those who don't, let them go. Say yes to your own needs this year. Prioritize your goals, dreams, and well-being. Everything else will fall into place when you start putting yourself first. And never fear walking away from what doesn't serve you. Walking away is not weakness. It's strength and an affirmation of your worth. In 2025, give yourself permission to be bold, confident, and unapologetically you. Your voice matters, and the world is waiting to hear it. Let this year be the start of a new chapter, a chapter where you live for yourself, embrace your worth, and inspire others to do the same.